Hey traders, Raghi here, and we're going to talk about gold in this video and talk about a couple things to be aware of in gold. So the bigger picture is this: yes, I do want to be a gold buyer. I want to get long on pullbacks. The second thing is, was this enough of a pullback? Well, the answer is yes and no. The answer is yes, I'm looking for a pullback, but the answer is no when we talk about which contract are we interested in the pullback in, and this is where it takes us into rollover. So this is the June contract of gold. Now, I love this little feature from TradeStation. It's a free tool. It just makes it really easy for me to share this information with you. And if we take a look at the GCM, M for the June contract of gold, you'll notice the first notice date is May 29, which is this Friday. So on May 29, we're going to start to see a much more intense, what we call rollover into the next contract month. Now, this has been happening for days already, but you're going to see the intensity as we go into what's known as first notice date. So the question is, well, where are they going and why does it matter? Well, first of all, I think more so than ever, people are acutely aware of rollover dates and contract expirations from the May contract of crude. I mean, even people who don't trade futures remember what happened going into expiration in crude. So now this is a very much, people know it, they're aware of it, and it's going to be something that from now on, futures traders that did not know about the importance of rolling out well in advance of first notice date, they're going to know now. Okay. So yeah, I think it was a really interesting learning moment for a lot of traders, unfortunately. All right. So how do we do this? Okay. Take a look at the June current volume and the August current volume. So this is the M contract and the Q contract. The M contract is fine, I believe, into Friday, if you're going to be a day trader. So if you're trading the GC futures and you're day trading it, follow the volume, right? You want to be where the volume is at. Open interest, not as big a deal. It's not low, but you want to be where the volume is at if you're intraday trading, meaning in and out in that session. If you are looking for the longer term trade, the last thing that you need is to be worrying about rolling out of that contract by Friday. You want to be able to get into the contract and stay in it foreseeably for the next few weeks. The only way to do that, or longer, the only way to do that is go into the Q or the August contract. Now, why the August? Because you can see we have the V contract here and the Z contract here. Take a look, once again, at the volume and the open interest. What's happening is the volume is slowly going from the June to the August, and the open interest, the number of contracts, total number of contracts, is moving from June also into August. That is our front month. So back to the initial question, was this pullback enough? If I were trading June and I wasn't, in first notice date, wasn't breathing down my neck, yeah, probably. Okay. But I'm not trading June. I'm trading August. So I rolled out into the GCQ. Today's pullback did not represent enough of a pullback. So GCQ 20. Let's try that again. All right, GCQ 20. All right. So today's was just barely enough. Now you might ask, well, why was June so much weaker? Well, if you're long June gold and you need to get out of June gold, what are you going to do? You're going to sell. Why would you be more intent on selling this week? Because first notice date is Friday. Are you in as big a problem, as big a rush to get out of August? No, because August isn't going to expire. As you can see here, the Q contract, take a peek. I don't have to even worry about this until July 31st. So I'm not in any rush to get out of this thing. In fact, if anything, if I want to roll out of my long position in June and I'm going to roll into a long position in August, I want to start thinking about that August long. All right. And that's happening. Not quite yet. I'd like to see something around 17.20 to 17.15. I have another layer below that I'm looking at, but what I really want to hone in on here is something that a lot of traders overlook. And that is, don't get caught up in that front month contract when it's going to be expiring in a handful of days. Because unless you're day trading, or unless you're going to just be in this contract for a very short amount of time, think about August. And here's the thing also with June. Let's say you're hoping that it's going to move in the next few days and it doesn't. Well, guess what? You can't stay any longer, right? They're going to close the doors. So think about that. Think about the expiration. Know that. Write it down on your calendar. Hope this helps. It's a lesson that a lot of folks learned the hard way in crude, but I think you're seeing a lot more people that understand the importance of these first notice dates and these contract rollovers and expiration and the volatility because of crude. Just want to make sure you guys are aware of it in the gold contract for June. I'll see you in the next update.